The famous VJ Day kiss, the Hindenburg airship, and this portrait of Muhammad Ali are all part of the greatest photographs in the 20th century. But do you know what do they have in common? Behind each lens was a camera from one remarkable brand, Leica. In this presentation, we're going to explore one of the many German cultural artifacts, the Leica camera. Leica is more than a company that manufactures cameras. It also covers a wide range of other optical instruments. In fact, the Leica Group was divided into Leica Camera, Leica Microsystems, Leica Geosystems, and Leica Biosystems in the year of 1998. The big chapter of Leica's history really started in 1869, when Ernst Leitz I became the sole owner and managing director of the former Optische Institut in Wetzlar, Germany, and renamed the company as Leitz. Leica's story about the cameras traces back to just before World War I. In 1913, Oskar Barnack, an employee of Leitz, developed the Yara Leica. It's the first 35mm camera in the world. It revolutionized photography by making it more portable, unlike the older styles such as large format cameras, folding cameras, and twin lens reflex TLR cameras. By the time World War I ended in late 1918, although the Leitz company had preserved its skilled workforce and optical expertise, but had not been able to introduce its groundbreaking camera to the market during the conflict. It was in 1925 that the Leica announced the Leica 1, whose prototype is Yara Leica, at the Leipzig Spring Fair. It is the first 35mm camera for market sale in the world. In modern days, 35mm has become the industry standard. These four cameras has totally different characteristics and backgrounds, but they share the same digital sensor or film frame size as this Yara Leica introduced over 100 years ago. World War II was a complex period for Leica. The Nazi government urgently needed hard currency from abroad, and Leica's single biggest market for optical instruments was the United States. It was also during that time that Ernst Leitz II and his daughter, Elsie Kuhn Leitz, carried out the Leica Freedom Train operation, which stood out as a humanitarian highlight in the company's history. It was a rescue effort which helped hundreds of Jews smuggling out of Nazi Germany before the Holocaust. Ernst and Elsie sent Jewish employees or associates to Leitz offices in New York City, London, etc., providing them with new careers abroad. Back to what was happening in Germany, the large demand for Leica cameras during the war by military personnel, photojournalists, and even spies due to its discreetness and smaller forms also sparked innovations. The Leica 250 reporter could shoot 250 exposures on a single film load, a massive leap over the traditional 24 or 36 shots per roll. Leica also invented the first motor drive systems on the Leica motor reporter. The late war circumstances, such as Allied bombing campaigns and material shortages, had also disrupted production. Some of its skilled workers went lost or dispersed. But in general, World War II has really pushed Leica in front of the globe. During World War II, Leica cameras were present at many pivotal moments. When the war was over, countless Leica cameras changed hands as war booty. The growth of Leica cameras during the war gave the photojournalists the impression, and they continued to use them in post-war era. After World War II, some of the patents were voided by the French and American occupational forces and led to a flood of Leica copies. In 1954, Leica M3 was launched, featuring a world's first viewfinder systems with a universal M mount. The introduction of mount systems revolutionized the whole industry again by separating the design and sales of camera bodies and camera lenses. M mount has been the mount system with the longest history. Leica M3 also became one of the most successful Leica camera model, with over 220,000 units sold by the end of its production. In 1986, the Leitz company changed its name to Leica and relocated its headquarters from Wetzlar to Solms.
To give an overview of what I'll be speaking on, I just wanted to start off by highlighting some key points, mainly focusing on Leica and the German identity. How does Leica embody the German identity? As CK mentioned previously, Leica has a long history in Germany. From pre-World War I to present day, Leica has been known for its commitment to high-quality designs. The company exemplifies German engineering excellence. Leica is also a company that you could say follows Bauhaus principles, another connection to German's cultural history. Thirdly, Leica over the years has made advancements and innovations in their product, keeping them at a competitive level for the industry. Lastly, I'll touch on how the Leica brand was able to document not only many of Germany's historical moments over the years, but history worldwide. Why is Germany associated with quality design and engineering? Germany's history with producing quality products began in the period of industrialization in the 19th century. This period saw growth for Germany, allowing the latter years of industrial period production in Germany to find success. Major industries that saw growth during this period were coal and steel. This paved the way for the latter years where chemical and technology fields saw growth. Specifically speaking to the Leica brand, I will highlight that rather than mass production, Leica cameras are mostly hand-assembled in Wetzlar, Germany. This shows that the brand has commitment to quality as it chooses to retain tradition over mass production, something Germany is also well known for. Rather than mass-producing cameras, Leica sticks to quality, ensuring that each camera is meticulously crafted. Not only did industrialization play a huge role in Germany's commitment to quality, their education system also emphasizes this. Germany has many renowned technical schools that allow students to explore different areas, which also exposes them to new research and new technologies. Secondly, I'd like to touch on Leica and Bauhaus. Leica prides itself on minimalistic designs and simplicity using quality materials. Leica reflects Bauhaus principles in that, within Leica's value statements, the company itself highlights this. They make it a part of their value statement to focus on the needs of the user, rather than an attempt to attract buyers with countless features and unusual forms. This speaks highly to Bauhaus's principle of form following function. Leica continues to stay relevant in German culture today through its innovations of their products. Leica records record revenue numbers in reports from last year. They'll also be marking their 100th year of operation in 2025. Through the lens of Leica, German and world history have been documented over the years. Thanks to the compactness of the camera and the quality of the photos, photojournalists were able to take Leica cameras beyond the limitations of larger cameras. For the next few slides, I just wanted to share some moments in history that have been captured by filmmakers, photographers, and photojournalists documented to use Leica. Above is the 1938 film Olympia by Leni Riefenstahl. There's some controversy, I guess, around Leni and her connection to the Nazi regime. However, this film in particular went on to win several awards for the techniques used in that time period. Next, I have D-Day and the Omaha Beach Landings, 1944 by Robert Capa. Following this, I have Fall of the Wall by Jürgen Ritter. And lastly, I have Henry Cartier-Bresson, and the Gestapo informer reported.
As we can see in this slide, Leica cameras have been the tool of choice for many of history's most influential photographers. Henry Cartier-Bresson, often called the father of photojournalism, relied on his Leica to develop his decisive moment philosophy of photography. Robert Capa risked his life to capture the harrowing images of the D-Day landing at Omaha Beach in 1944, images that brought the reality of war to the public's consciousness. The name Capa then became synonymous with war photography, with his Leica serving as an extension of his vision. Looking at the second slide, we can explore Robert Capa's remarkable contribution to photographic history. Born Andrei Freeman in Hungary, Capa adopted his professional name as an American-sounding pseudonym to better sell his work. His famous quote, "If your pictures are not good enough, you're not close enough," epitomizes his approach to photography. On June 6 of 1944, Capa landed with the first wave of American troops on Omaha Beach. Using his Leica 3 camera, he captured 106 frames under intense fire. As referenced in John Morris's first-hand account in Get the Picture, A Personal History of Photojournalism, a darkroom technician's error destroyed most of Capa's negatives, leaving only 11 surviving images. These photographs, published in Life magazine on June 19th of 1944, became known as the Magnificent 11. According to Richard Whalen's biography, Robert Capa, a biography, Capa's Leica proved invaluable during the landing because its compact size allowed him mobility while he was under fire. The camera's German engineering withstood seawater, sand, and impact, a testament to Leica's legendary durability that has been documented in the International Center of Photography's archives. The historical significance of these images cannot be overstated. Alex Kershaw notes in Blood and Champagne, The Life and Times of Robert Capa, that these photographs provided the world with the most immediate and visceral documentation of the invasion that would turn the tide of World War II. Today, and as shown in the slide, Leica's legacy continues through its unwavering commitment to its quality. The Leica camera embodies 4 key principles. First, it remains both a professional tool as well as a collector's item, valued for its precision engineering and minimalist design. Second, it occupies a unique position in the luxury market, where Leica cameras serve as a status symbol, often featuring limited edition collaborations, such as a collaboration with Lenny Kravitz. Finally, in our digital age, Leica represents authenticity, emphasizing manual control and craftsmanship that appeals to photographers seeking a more intentional approach to photography. In conclusion, the Leica camera stands out as a cultural artifact that represents German values of precision, quality, and a timeless design experience.
I will be concluding everything that we have discussed today for you. So, firstly, I will go through how does Leica capture Germany's technological, artistic, and cultural contributions to the world. Its legacy is deeply rooted in Germany's tradition of precision, engineering, and innovation. Leica's commitment to excellence in manufacturing, from producing the first high-quality lenses to pioneering the 35mm camera and the rangefinder, reflects Germany's renowned engineering process. These breakthroughs not only set new technological standards, but also transformed photography into a more accessible and versatile art form. This has thus become a symbol of German precision and engineering and its commitment to excellence. The introduction of the 35mm camera allowed photographers to capture the world with greater freedom and spontaneity, reshaping how stories were told through images. Leica cameras became the trusted tool of legendary photographers, documenting pivotal moments in history. From the devastation of war to the rebuilding of post-war Germany, the reliability and portability of Leica cameras made them indispensable for photojournalists, helping to create some of the most iconic visual records of the 20th century. This shows just how Leica has had an impact on photography and its visual culture around not only Germany but around the world. However, Leica's impact goes beyond engineering and history. It holds a place in the realm of artistic expression. Its intuitive design and technical capabilities have empowered photographers to push creative boundaries, elevating photography from mere documentation to an art form. Leica remains synonymous with fine art photography, embodying a fusion of technical excellence and artistic vision. This just shows us that Leica is more than just a camera. It is a cultural artifact that captures Germany's dual legacy of engineering and artistry. Its influence on photography and visual culture underscores Germany's lasting mark on the world, proving that precision and creativity, when combined, can shape the way we see and remember history. This just shows that Leica's prominence in the world of photography serves as a testament to Germany's influence on both the technological and artistic realms. It is a cultural artifact that represents a unique blend of engineering, process, and artistic vision, capturing and shaping the visual culture of the 20th century and beyond. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation today about the Leica history and culture as a whole and how it has impacted Germany. We hope you enjoyed our presentation.